What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Goshen's Games, and today we're going to talk about Sinon, the new Sinon, the ordinal scale Sinon. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, all of that stuff, and let's talk about Sinon. Sinon. Alright, I know a lot of you guys are Sinon fans. I know. But we're going to talk about what's good about her, what's bad about her, what I like, what I don't like, why she is actually probably better than what we think she is, and just overall what kind of character, what team she fits into. Obviously, non-elemental, she's going to fit into a non-elemental team. I understand that, but we're going to talk about what other units work well with her. So, first things first, let's go over her stats. These are level 100. I just maxed her out. Level 100. She's squishy. I don't like the fact that they put, like, basically every Sinon is squishy in this game. I don't know why they do it, but they do it. Her HP is really low. I don't know what the 666 is about. I mean, maybe they're trying to say Sinon's the devil. I don't know. But 6,660 HP. She has really high attack, which is really nice. I'll show you her stats with the level 40 weapon as well as her armor at level 50. And she also is one of the fastest characters in the game, sitting at 339 speed. She has really high crit, which is really nice as well. The problem with her, like I said, she's really squishy. And it's not like the normal squishy that they do, where they give like low HP and then give high defenses. In Sinon's case, it's low HP, low defenses, but high attack and high speed and high crit. She's a very, very weird character when it comes to her stats, but she works well with her stats. Okay, so going into her kit here, not like I say kit because like there's different types of kits. There's this kit, and then there's like her actual skill kit. Going here, let's not that. Okay, so right here, so she increases charge versus non-elemental characters by an extra 20%, which is really nice. Her SS3, we'll go over her skills right now. Her SS3 is basically what makes her stand out, in my opinion. Now, there's a couple other things that are nice about her, but that's the biggest draw with her. Plus the fact that her incarnate inflicts non-continuous damage for 3 turns, which is really nice. So, her skills, being a charge character and a fast character, that's really important in my book, because the more charges that you can get, the better off you are. Plus the fact that she will outspeed most bosses is really nice as well. Her assault skill, her SS2, it's an extra strong attack, deals additional damage on enemies inflicted with continuous damage. Now the beautiful part of this Sinon is the fact that she inflicts continuous damage on her own with her SS3, as well as her incarnate, but her SS3 is where it's really at, and this is why she actually stands out a little bit more than what we initially thought when we saw the characters drop. Her SS3 is a blunt attack strong on a single enemy, inflicts non-continuous damage for 3 turns, but short wait time after using the skill. What does that mean? That means that when she uses her ability, her turn will get bumped up, so she will inflict non-continuous damage and bump up her turn so she can attack again before the boss gets a chance to attack. Why is that important? That's important because bosses generally attack 2 to 3 times in a row. So if you inflict non-continuous damage on a boss for 3 turns and he attacks 3 times in a row, guess what? That non-continuous damage is gone. That goes with any continuous damage. It is gone. So the fact that she can use her SS3 to inflict the continuous damage and then follow up with another assault is really important when it comes to this character and the way that she works. That's why I actually really like her, as well as the Sugoha. The Sugoha does something similar. And I'd like to see more characters kind of go this route, because we have enhancement abilities that do something similar, where you use the enhancement ability but it's a short wait time, so it bumps them up. Case in point, OS Asuna does that, and there's a couple other characters as well. So they'll use their enhanced skill and then it shortens their wait time, so that way they can act once again faster. So that's why I would like to see more characters kind of like take this aspect of it, but also maybe do a little bit more. Maybe it's like an SS3 that's an assault, but also buffs, and it's a short wait time. I would love to see more characters kind of built like this. The downside to her is that she doesn't have that sort of enhancement buff or anything like that. She won't buff up your team. She won't give you defense. She won't give you crit. She won't nothing like that. And that's the downside to this character. So, and a lot of times you have to play to the strengths when you're using this type of character, and that's her strength right there, is using the SS3 combining with the SS2. Or if you wanted to just get a little bit of extra damage, SS3 and then charge, you could do that as well. Her charge lowers attack by 10%, but it's only for 1 turn, so that's not really that useful. If it was for 2 turns, maybe, but even so, 2 turns is still not that useful, considering that bosses usually attack for 1 or 2 turns. Although 2 turns, it would be more useful, because if a boss is attacking 2 turns, then that means he has his attack lowered for 2 turns. Now, another thing that I do like about her is that the way that the game is playing out is that there's more and more characters that have benefits to enemies who have continuous damage. Case in point, if we go over to the Sheeta, this is not a showcase on Sheeta, but if we go over to her, and I will do a video on Sheeta as well. If we go over to her, so her, where is it? Her SS2, her assault skill, increases incarnate charge when enemies are inflicted with continuous damage. Now, it's not limited to any specific element, it's just inflicted with continuous damage. If we go over to Cannella, same thing. Cannella will do more break on an enemy with continuous damage, and she will get an extra charge on her assault if the enemy has continuous damage. So a lot of the characters are starting to go in this sort of aspect, or not rotation, this sort of build where they get benefits if enemies have continuous damage on them. This Leafa does not. I don't know why I thought she would, but she doesn't. No. But anyways, there's a lot of characters that are starting to do that, and so having more characters expand on that type of kit really benefits everything. So that's why she works very well with characters that I've mentioned, like Cannella, like Sheeta, like Alo Asuna, like Alo Kirito. Basically anybody that has buffs because the enemy has continuous damage, she works extremely well with them. Because instead of doing continuous damage for 2 turns, it's 3. So that's why you should consider, if you're using her, you should consider using those other characters that I mentioned as well. I know that you're going to benefit more with, running a full non-elemental team, but in this case, she works well with other characters. Now, let's go to look at her stats with proper gear. Let's go with this one's fine. Okay. So, as you can see here, her HP is 9,004, still relatively low for a level 100. And with level 50 gear, not to mention it's Sinon's level 50 gear, so she gets a buff on top of that. Her attack is sitting really nicely at 73, 74. I don't have her weapon. I'm considering doing exchange for her weapon. I'll wait on that though. I'll probably do it when it's almost gone or something. But she's sitting really nice with a high crit at 1100. And a high attack sitting at 73, 74, almost 7400. I'm sure if I had her new weapon, or if I had this weapon limit broken, oh, it would be like night and day, and it would be absolutely fantastic. Her defensive stats, you can see right here, 3600 both. Like, it's even with this with the equipment that I have on her. It's not like her defenses are not really anything to talk about, and neither is her HP. I wish, honestly, if there was a front and back row, then this Sinon would excel so much more than what she already does. Because if there was a front and back row, then you could do, like you have your tanks in the front, and then you have your range or your supports in the back, and that's what I'm used to when it comes to like a proper RPG. Not saying that this one isn't the proper RPG. It is, but having a front and back row in a game like this would benefit just greatly, because then it would add another layer of strategy, and especially for a character like this, not sponsored. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. I appreciate you guys watching today. I like her. She gets my stamp of approval on her. I know you guys are going to say, oh, what tier is she in? No, listen, man. I'll save that for a tier list because you guys actually hit the like goals on those videos. So I will save that for a tier list video. I'll get together with Nige, and maybe I'll get together with Blazing if he'd like to be in a video with me. You know, that way, because he's got like every unit. I still can't get Iskan, so I'm just gonna let it go from now on, or from this point, because there's no, I just can't. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you guys are new. I will catch all of you later. Everybody, have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out, guys.